Hello friends, welcome back to this video on analog communication. In this video, I am going to talk about the detection of vestigial sideband type of amplitude modulation. We have already discussed about the generation of VSB. So here XT was multiplied with CT and I'll get double sideband suppressed carrier. So with the help of product modulator, I multiply XT CT, double sideband suppressed carrier was output, which is represented by m dash t. So now it is passed to a filter which is called the vestige shaping filter, and at the output I'll get the vestigial sideband amplitude modulation, which was represented like this. So the m of omega was equal to AC by 2 x of omega plus omega c plus x of omega minus omega c into h of omega. So let's take h also in the frequency h of omega term. So now what happens here? Xt is multiplied with ct. So if I represent this in the time domain, so it is xt ct is convolved with ht. So ht convolution with xt ct, and ct was, if I replace ct was ac cos omega ct. So now this is my MT. So now let's see the block diagram of the detection. In the detection we use synchronous detection. So I already told you synchronous detection is used in VSB, double sideband suppressed carrier and single sideband suppressed carrier. Here we are not using the envelope detection. So now when I used the synchronous detection, now MT is the input signal, MT is the modulated signal, which is the input signal. It is multiplied with the locally generated carrier, which is cos omega ct. For simplicity, I am taking AC value to be 1 here. So now it is passed to the low pass filter and I'll get the output, which is the estimate of xt. So let's understand how all these things are happening. So let's take this to be x dash t. So what is x dash t? X dash t is mt cos omega ct. So this is my x dash t. So now if I find out x dash of omega, so how I can represent? I know this Fourier transform, it would be half of m omega minus omega c plus m omega plus omega c. So just because of the carrier, the mt would shift to the frequency omega c and minus omega c. So I just shifted this mt to the frequency omega c and minus omega c. So now I need to find out this x dash omega and I'll pass it through the low pass filter. I'll get the estimate of xt. So now for x dash omega, I need to find out m of omega minus omega c as well as m of omega plus omega c. So I know m of omega, I can easily find out m of omega minus omega c. So m of omega minus omega c would be, what you can do, you can just shift the frequency. So it would be AC by 2. Instead of omega, I'll just put omega minus omega c. So it would be x omega minus omega c plus omega c plus x omega minus omega c minus omega c multiplied with h of omega minus omega c. So this is my m of omega minus omega c. How I can represent it? I'll just simplify it. So minus omega c plus omega c would be 0. So it is x of omega plus x of, this is minus 2 omega c. So it would be x of omega minus 2 omega c into h of omega minus omega c. So this represents my m of omega minus omega c. I have found out this term. So now I need to find out the second term. So m of omega plus omega c would be equal to AC by 2 x of, so now instead of omega, what I'll do, I'll put omega plus omega c, because I need to find out the frequency shifted version omega plus omega c. So omega plus omega c plus omega c plus x omega plus omega c minus omega c into h omega plus omega c. So now I can even simplify this. This would be AC by 2 x of omega plus 2 omega c plus x of omega into h of omega plus omega c. So now I'll just put these two equations in this equation. So I know now m of omega minus omega c, m of omega plus omega c. So I can easily find out x dash of omega. So x dash of omega would be equal to half of this term plus this term. So AC by 2 x of omega plus x of omega minus 2 omega c h of omega minus omega c plus AC by 2 x of omega plus 2 omega c plus x of omega into h of omega plus omega c. So now this is my output x dash w. The x dash w is passed to the low pass filter. So first I'll rearrange x dash w and I'll find out what does it represent. So AC by 2 is a constant. I can take it outside. So outside I have now AC by 4. So here I have x of omega. Here also I have x of omega. I can take x of omega common. So I am left out with h of omega minus omega c plus h of omega plus omega c. Now here what I am left with? I am left with omega minus x of omega minus 2 omega c into h of omega minus omega c plus x of omega plus 2 omega c into h of omega plus omega c. So I can expand it and I can write down it like AC by 4 x of omega h of omega minus omega c. Now h of omega minus omega c plus h of omega plus omega c is 1. So I am replacing it by 1 because h of omega minus omega c plus h of omega plus omega c was equal to 1. This was the condition on the Vestige filter. So this was according to the condition on Vestige filter. Condition on h of omega. So if I move upside the omega c or downside the omega c, the summation of the values would represent 1. So this was a property of my Vestige filter. So I am just replacing h of omega minus omega c plus h of omega plus omega c by 1. So now here I will get plus AC by 4 multiplied with this term into x of omega minus 2 omega c into h of omega minus omega c plus AC by 4 x of omega plus 2 omega c into h of omega plus omega c. So now what happens? I am passing this x dash t to the low pass filter. So this term represents my high frequency signal. So x, this is my high frequency signal. This is also my high frequency signal because these are centered around 2 omega c. Omega c itself a high value. The value 2 omega c would be very high. So if I have the low pass filter which filters out all the values of higher frequencies, so this frequency and this frequency signal would not pass through the low pass filter. So here I'll get the estimate of xt to be equal to AC by 4 into x of omega. So I hope now you can see I am easily generating x of omega from the modulated signal with the help of this synchronous type of detector. So estimate of xt is equal to AC by 4 into x of omega. So what is AC by 4? It's a constant. So I am just getting the output with the same frequency spectrum. X of omega would be having same frequency spectrum. It's just the attenuation or amplification due to AC by 4 component would be there. So if I want to receive the exactly same signal, what I'll do? In this component I'll normalize. So with the help of amplifier I can adjust the x dash t and I'll get the perfectly similar output with respect to the information signal. So here I'll be concluding my session. I hope you understood how we can detect the vestigial sideband amplitude modulation. So I hope you don't have any doubts now, but still if you have any doubt, you can put the doubt in the comment box and I'll try to resolve it as soon as possible. I hope you like this video. If you like it, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel and push the like button. Thank you.